Good morning, 116 Advanced Graphics team. I am not going to be here this afternoon, so I'm making this quick recording this morning at school. I sent you all an email, but if you didn't get it, I have a little family medical thing that I want to go support and be there for them. So I'm going to take off after my morning class, but I want you to move forward. Get the next exercise. I think you're working on the wine box, so keep that going. If you have any questions, you should reach out to me. But the next assignment is a floor plan assignment. So in advanced graphics, we'll do some big drawings and small drawings and average size drawings. So this is a big drawing. So you'll have to think about how you want to work through this. You should use your template. I want it on B size paper. And it will be US. You'll be drawing in inches and feet. So I want to show you that. The units can be set up like I just type in units. Right, and that brings up unit dialog box. So the default is decimal. I did open an ACAD drawing, so it's thinking inches. But if you want to input feet, you can see that that will be the method where you put apostrophe in. So if this is set to decimal, you can't input feet. You have to put everything in inches. So if you have an architectural or construction or civil engineering type of project, you're going to want to switch your units. And I switched the precision just to whole inches on this kind of a project because we're going to do a floor plan of a room in your home. Okay. All right. So floor plan in a room in your home, you need to get a tape measure out, measure it up. I'm just going to show you an example of this. So notice that it's showing up as inches, 11 inches. So if I want feet, I'm going to put in 15 feet, right? That's going to blast it off of my scale. And when I roll our mouse back, it doesn't even do it, right? So I had to disconnect to do that. So that's 15 feet. Then I'm going to say, oh, this is like, I don't know, 20 feet. We'll keep it kind of big, right? So whatever size your room is, you'll draw it. This would be, I'm going to say this is going to be the outer side of the wall. Interior walls in a home, a standard home, are 4 inches wide. Exterior walls are 6 inches wide. So that's typically how we draw them. So I'm going to say that this has 2 exterior walls, this one and this one. So I'm going to use offset at 6 inches and go here and here, right? Offset's super handy for making walls. Now, it doesn't clean up these corners, but I can do that with grips, or I could do it with trim, or you could do it with chamfer set to 0. So, you know, whatever you want. Then I'm going to say these walls are interior at 4 inches, right? All right. So you get your walls in. So I could use trim also and just do the fence. I like the fence. Just hold the button down and draw lines through things and it trims them. So I want your walls clean. They should be clean. And they should be the appropriate size. If they're exterior, 6. If they're interior, 4. You only have to do 1 room, but I do want you to put everything in the room. So if there's a couch or a TV or a chair, table, any of that, I want you to put it in, measure it, get the approximate size. You don't have to be super detailed, but then I want you to turn that furniture or whatever's in the room into a block. So I want to talk about blocks. So I'm just going to make a rectangle over here that is a couch. So I'll make it 6 foot, right? All right. So that's approximately 6 foot. You'll be more detailed than this. I'm going to offset the rectangle 6 inches. So that would be the cushions and the side. Now, when you offset a rectangle, it's a solid object. So Rectangles are one object. Do you know how to get them into individual pieces? Explode. So I'm gonna explode this because only part of it is gonna be the cushion, right? Then I'll use extend and extend that one, and now I have a couch. Now, there are some blocks in the system, but I want you to make some blocks. So a block is an object that you could use over and over and over, and these should be in your templates. So W block is what you should use. That's called a right block. That means it can go into any drawing, not just this drawing, right? So it's already selecting objects. It's going to save it to the desktop. It's going to name it new block. So that's not fantastic. I'm going to name it 6-foot couch. Right? You want to be fairly descriptive. Insert inches. Yep, that's just fine. We're going to convert this existing object to a block when I make it into a block. So if you leave it this way, it's going to delete it from the drawing. This is nice because you know something happened, but this is nice also because it's going to leave it there. And I'm going to select objects and hit enter. And I'll say, okay. So now this is one object, it's a block. Okay, and you could use it in other drawings. You know, anything that could be repeated over and over and over should be turned into a block. So, good. Get it onto a layout with a title block and a scale and dimensions, overall dimensions, right? And you will be good to go. If you want to insert blocks, that's right here. Right? You can insert the couch, see how it shows up. When I do that, it grabs it, specify the insertion point, so I can just pick anywhere, right? And then hit enter. I don't know why that didn't work. I feel like I'm distracted a little bit. Insert 6-foot couch. So if you type an insert, this shows up and you literally can just drag it out here. All right, this is interesting in that I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. It's got a weird insertion point. So when I made the block, I probably did not define the insertion point. So let me do that again. W block. Select objects, convert to block. So I'll select this object. Yeah, this is where I hit enter and then it says base point. And I didn't choose it, so it just uses X, Y, and Z. So base point for this creature will be the center, right? And I'll call it a circle. All right. So that was a bit of a mistake. Although once you get it in, you can just move it around. You seem to always have to move it around anyway. But here's the circle now. Should be able to just drag it over and place it, and I can't. I was doing that before, but it wasn't visible. Like if I did the 6-foot couch now, you'd see that it's got a weird insertion point. But yeah, you can just drag it over. All right, great. Good luck with that. We will call it the next lab, and I will call it room drawing. So good luck with it. Let me know how it goes, and I will definitely see you next week.